Hello, hello. Hi, my name is Ursanon. I'm from Jones IT, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about Google Apps. So I hope you're excited about this because I sure am. We're really pumped to be able to uh, be moving your organization to Google Apps. We did it not too long ago, a few years ago, and we love it. It's great, and our clients who have made the switch also, they love it as well. So, welcome everybody. I want to thank you for taking the time here today to spend a little time here with me as I go over to Google Apps with you. First steps, first goal of the day is to get excited and get pumped up. Um, and get familiar with this and remove all the fear. So I think some of you are really pumped. Some of you guys who already use Gmail and Google Apps and know how cool it is. But some of you who are not familiar with it and really love Outlook, you might be scared and wondering what are all the new buttons. But don't worry, we hope to kind of give you a little introduction here today to calm those fears, and let's really get excited about this and embrace this great new move. So today's format is we're going to spend about 20 minutes here going over some of the basics, and then afterwards we'll have time for questions. And of course, Jones IT, we're always available for questions, and you know how to reach us, so we're there for you. So first 7 steps in getting familiar are understanding how to sign in, sending emails, scheduling events, storing and sharing files, collaborating, making video calls, and last but not least, we're going to show you how to get the most out of Google Apps by powering up your applications. So first and foremost, how to sign in. So first of all, you're going to open up a web browser and go to www.google.com. And on the right-hand corner, there should be a nice blue button that says sign in. Click it, enter your Google Apps email address, so your name at the company's.com, and then your password, and click sign in. So that should be easy. First step. And once you're signed into Google Apps, there are some icons that are familiar, uh, that will become familiar to you, and there should be shown all across all the applications. So get to know these. Um, Once you're signed in, and once you've actually gone through the trouble of adding your photo to the to your profile, um, there should be a circle with your picture on it or whatever picture you choose, and this is how to control your account. And it should be on the top right corner. And this is how you would sign in as well, or sign out as well. Um, Also, there should be a little square that looks like maybe like a tic-tac-toe or side of a Rubik's Cube. And if you click this, it'll let you move between all the Google applications like Google Drive, Mail, Documents. So that's a good one. Also, the little gear button, this is basically settings. So anytime you see this, this is where you'll be able to change your settings. And then when you see the blue magnifier glass, this means search. And within any application you're working in, calendar, mail, click this button and you'll be able to search the contents of the product you're working on. And some other cool buttons to always see the more options, the little small little arrow and the button with the 3 dots. Anytime you click on these, you'll be able to see more options. So first of all, let's talk about Gmail. Um, and this is the reason, I just want to say, this is the main reason why we switched to Google Apps. It's just way more powerful than any other mail product out there. And our clients who've made the switch love it. So first of all, to get to there, you're going to go to mail.google.com. Once you're logged in, you're going to see all kinds of new buttons and your mail in there. So to create a mail, first of all, you're going to go to the top left-hand side and click the red compose button. Send your message. Add the recipients in there, and the subject just like normal, along with the body of your email, and then click the blue send button. And that's a real quick way to send messages. Um, and within on the same page, you'll be able to also see your inbox. You'll see a nice long list of messages along with a way to click on the check boxes or star them. Um, so to do any action within your inbox, you're going to have to click on a checkbox, and this will let you to either trash them by clicking on the trash can button or archive them by clicking the box with the little arrow on it. Now, archiving is a really cool feature because it basically removes your message from your inbox, but it still keeps it in the archive, so you can always save. You can always search for it at a later time. And now to search for it, you're going to, like I mentioned earlier, click the blue magnifier glass button. In here, you'll be able to, you know, click any search term or sender's name, and be able to find a lot of your emails that you have tucked away. Um, so that. This is what actually makes Gmail very powerful, in that it really saves you time, because you always be able to find any old emails from a long time ago that you need to pull up at a moment's notice. Um, if you guys are like me, you like to organize your messages into folders. What Gmail uses instead of folders are called labels. They're basically the same thing, but the button looks like a little shopping tag label. And if you want to organize these, you're going to click that shopping tag label and click Create New. And you can create all the the categories that you want for yourself. And whenever you want to move a message into these labels, you're going to click the checkbox for the message, and then click the label that you want them to be in, and click Apply, and it'll move it in there. So some other things to mention about Gmail that's going to help you out. First of all, you should know that there's a feature that allows you to work offline if you need to. There's also a really cool thing, the undo feature. Once you sent an email, a little box on the bottom left-hand side will pop up and allow you to click undo. But keep in mind, this only lasts, a very short time. So you can't go back from like 2 hours ago and undo that embarrassing email you sent. So you still got to be careful when you send emails. Don't forget that. Um, Also, there's a way to sort incoming emails in the settings. If you go through your filters, you could set this up if you want. There's also a way to set up pre-written drafts for common emails that you send to a lot of people in the future. And also, if there are some searches that you use all the time, there's also a way to save these as well. All right, Google Calendar. So to get here, first of all, you're going to go to calendar.google.com, and here are the top 3 things you should know. So first of all, to schedule an event, you're going to click the red button on the left that says Create, and you can add your event details and the guests that you're going to invite. And one cool thing that I really love is that there's a tab called Find a Time, and this will allow you to see when your guests are available, so you can find a good common time to set up the meeting. And once you're all ready, click the red Save button. The second thing you should know is that you can respond to invitations within Gmail or within the calendar. When you get a new invite, you can click on the event and respond either yes, maybe, or no, and this will mark your status for that event. And if you ever need to modify the event, you would go to the same place. So just click on the event in your calendar, and you can click on the More Details button. And once you've viewed it, or if you have the power to make changes, you would click Save. So some ways that Google Calendar can improve your productivity. This, just like Gmail, you can also use offline if need be. You can add attachments to your event, such as PDFs or Excel spreadsheets. You can always notify all your guests through the uh, through the event just with a single click. And if there are people on your event on different time zones, it also keeps track of that. And last but not least, you can set up a team calendar that anyone can update, which is very cool. So Google Drive. This is the online file storage feature that allows you to store files in the cloud. And if you've used something like Dropbox before, it's something that's very similar. So to get there, you're going to go to drive.google.com. And here are the 4 things that you should know. So you start off on the top left hand corner by clicking the red new button, and this will allow you to upload a file or upload a folder from your desktop. So once you choose the desired file or folder, you're going to click the blue open button, and this will put the documents into the cloud on your Google Drive. The second thing to keep in mind is that you can keep organized in Google Drive, just like with your desktop. You can create all the folders that you need to do, and you can move the files in and out of the folders by clicking the button with the three little dots and select Move. Or, which I find much easier, you can just drag and drop the documents and files into the folders you need to within Google Drive. The third thing to keep in mind is about sharing. Whenever you want to share a file, you're going to select the file you want to share and then click the button that looks like a person with a plus sign. And then you can add their email addresses and the type of access you want to give them, whether you want to allow them to edit it or read only. And once you're all set, click the send button and they'll get a notification that they have access to this file. Last but not least, also you should know how to delete files and also restore it to files. So if you want to delete a file, you're going to select it and click the trash can button. Simple enough, right? If you want to permanently delete a file or track down that file that you just deleted to restore it, on the left-hand side where your folders are, you're going to click on the trash can icon, the trash folder basically, and you're going to select the file and click delete forever if you want to completely get rid of it, or you're going to click on the restore button if you want to rescue it and bring it back to life. So a couple ways that Google Drive can improve your productivity. Basically, just like with the other Google Apps products, you can use this product offline, even if you don't have an internet connection. You can store all your team's documents in one place in a shared team folder. So this is really great for collaboration. And you can see previews of different file types, even if you don't have the software installed on your computer. So say you want to see an Excel document in Google Drive, but you don't have Excel on this particular computer, you can still view it. Also, there's a cool feature when using Google Drive on your phone that allows you to scan documents and images as PDFs, which is a very cool way of sharing documents and saving time. Instead of running all the way to the scanner, you can just snap a pic of the document and send it. And you can also keep all drafts of the file and go back in time to see a different version of the file at any time. All right, so now that we covered Google Drive, let's talk about the Google Docs, which can also be found in Google Drive. So basically, here are the top 3 things you should know. Google Drive is essentially, Google Apps is essentially Google's version of Microsoft Office. So Google Docs are basically text documents, a lot like Microsoft Word. Google Sheets are spreadsheets, just like Microsoft Excel. Google Slides are presentations, just like PowerPoint. Google Forms allow you to create surveys, polling your employees or customer satisfaction surveys. Google Drawings are kind of like Microsoft Paint, where you can create shapes and charts and diagrams. So to create the new documents, you're going to open up your browser, and within Google Drive, you're going to click on the nice red New button on the top left-hand corner, and it'll bring up all the file types that you want. So then click on the one that you need, whether it's Google Docs or Sheets or whatever it is. Once you have that document created, um, you can click on the share button, which is again the icon with the person and the plus sign. And then, like I mentioned before, enter all the email addresses and the type of access you want to give them. And last but not least, this is the reason I absolutely love Google Docs. Um, you can actually work on things at the same time as your other collaborators. So, say you have a Google Doc open and it's a little project outline that you're working on with one of your coworkers. You can actually see them typing, and they can see you typing all at the same time. And you could be chatting on the phone or on Instant Messenger or something, and making the changes to the documents right away together. And you can also like highlight text and hit comments by clicking on the blue comment button. Um, and you can also, see the different versions and see who edited what. So you don't need like 5, 10 versions of the same document with all the edits. You can just keep it all in one place and work on things together. So some other ways that docs, sheets, and slides can make your life better. You can actually edit Microsoft Office documents within Google Drive, so you don't even need it installed on your computer. Um, you can access it from any device, even if you don't have an internet connection. So you could be on the beach and take a look at your Google Drive. And you can send PDF versions of all your documents without ever converting them. So you don't have to download cute PDF or use any PDF converter files. You can just do it straight from Google Drive very easily. And you can collaborate on meeting notes and project plans during video calls with Google Drive. And also within calendar events, you can attach Google Drive documents like agendas and discussion items. All right, Google Hangouts. This is something we use a lot at Jones IT to do remote meetings and things like that. So basically, you can send chat messages with your coworkers and make video calls with people anywhere in the world, any time zones. So to get here, you can go to hangouts.google.com, and here are the top 3 things you should know. So to start up a chat or video call, you're gonna do it within Gmail, and on the left side of your inbox, you're gonna see a uh, list of people who you can chat with. Um, and basically, you're going to hover your mouse over the person, and then you're going to click on the chat box button to send a chat message, or the video camera button to start a video call. If for some reason you don't see this person on the list, you can always click the magnifier glass and type the person's name and pull them up just as easily. So once you start a video call, you can always invite more people to the call by clicking the little icon that looks like a person with a plus sign, and then just type in the email address that you want and click invite, the blue invite button, and they'll get an alert that they're invited to the call. And if you ever want to end a video call, you're going to click the red telephone button to hang up, and this is super important. Um, you don't want to be like my mom or dad and have the call running while you're doing embarrassing stuff. So, good thing to know and how to end a call very quickly. So, some other ways that Hangouts can improve the way you work. You can set up meetings just on the fly very easily. Just throw on some headphones, find a quiet place, and start a meeting with people. You can conduct remote interviews. This is actually something Jones IT uses during our recruiting and job interview process. Um, we can basically have interviews with people without them having to come in, and this is really great for screening. You can also do virtual training classes with people who who aren't at your office. So really good way to collaborate. Also during the video calls, you can share meeting notes, which is very cool, or give presentations. And also one thing that we use at Jones IT, which is really great, is the chat function. So whenever you need a quick answer from one of your coworkers, you just chat them up and you get quick responses right away to get things done. All right, so we're getting close to the end here, and I just want to finish off by talking about how to power up your apps. So, first of all, if you're not using the Chrome browser, please use it. It's just got a whole bunch of cool features and it's super powerful. So, if you're still using Safari or Firefox or Explorer, just make the switch. It'll make your life easier. So you'll be able to use Gmail, Calendar, Drive, Docs, all the Google Apps Suite offline if you have Google Chrome. You also have access to just way more features. And the cool thing, you can easily sync your bookmarks and your searches across any device that you're using. So if you're switching between your desktop, laptop, or smartphone, it's not a problem at all. Um, and with your mobile device, Google Apps works just as great on your Android or your iPhone or iPad. And to get the most out of it, I would suggest um, installing some of the Google Apps applications. So Google Calendar is a really good one, and also Google Drive is good. So to be able to see your files. Um, and it's also good to know that you can access Google Apps from wherever you are and from any device. So if you're on the road and you urgently need to share a document with somebody, it's doable. All right, so we've come to the conclusion of our presentation of Google Apps. We hope it gave you a nice little introduction, but I know I haven't covered everything, and I'm sure you have tons of questions. So now's the time to ask. And if you need more help than that, at Jones IT, we're always available. So feel free to email us at support@itjones.com or give us a ring at 415-578-7111 during our business hours. And of course, you can submit tickets through our support.itjones.com. Um, and I'm happy to share this presentation with you, which you'll get in our email newsletter. In addition, we have a bunch of more Google Apps resources if you really want to geek out and become a Google Apps expert. There's a nice little Google spreadsheet that we created that has all the information you need to get really, really good at this. So thank you so much for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thanks. Have a good day.